I'm pretty sure that most people in the world, especially in the digital world, we all have probably thousands of hours of typing, experience, right? Typing on our phones, typing on the keyboard. We probably have thousands of hours of typing experience. But why is it that we are all not the fastest typers in the world? What is up? This is David, and today I want to talk to you about talent and skill building and how we can develop skill in the fastest and most efficient way possible, so that saves us time and energy. So I'm drawing ideas from a book called Talent, by Daniel Coyle, and another book called Peak by K. Anders Ericsson. And these are two books I highly recommend if you want a deeper understanding on how to build skill in the fastest way possible. But K. Anders Ericsson, he's the founder pretty much of the 10,000 hour rule. And most of us, we have this preconceived notion that in order to become a master at something, we have to have 10,000 hours of practice into the craft. And this is semi-true. By the way, that 10,000 hours, it's a minimum of 10,000 hours in order to become a master at something. So this is kind of true because one person's way of practicing 10,000 hours might not equal to another person's way of practicing 10,000 hours, because these two people, they can both have 10,000 hours of practice, but one might be far ahead in terms of skill than the other person. So why is this? It's because practice there's a difference in the way that we practice, right? There's an actual difference in the way that our neurological wiring is developed when we practice a different way. So this is something known as mindless practice, or what I like to call as mindless practice versus deliberate practice. And this deliberate practice will always, most of the time, 95% of the time, create more skill faster, more efficiently than just mindless practicing something. So let me give you an example of how this phenomenon might, seem to play out in real life. So let's take the example of typing on our phones or typing on a keyboard or something. I'm pretty sure that most people in the world, especially in the digital world, we all have probably thousands of hours of typing experience, right? Typing on our phones, typing on the keyboard. We probably have thousands of hours of typing experience. But why is it that we are all not the fastest typers in the world? Why is that? Because after we get to a certain level, we become complacent, right? And so we stop consciously putting deliberate effort into improving our typing skill. We just mindlessly type now. We just mindlessly type some words on the keyboard. So that is the difference between somebody who is mindlessly doing something versus somebody who's consciously, putting that mental effort into improving their typing skill. And so this can translate into other skills as well. This can translate into piano, practicing the piano. This can translate into practicing the basketball. So the question is, how do we become more deliberate practicers? And here's just like a simple few keys on doing this. Very simply is put more mental energy into something. Be more conscious of whatever it is that you're practicing on. If you want to, practice your typing speed, then, put more conscious effort into it instead of just mindlessly typing. If you want to practice the piano, put more conscious effort into it instead of just mindlessly playing the scales or the scales, right? And also another tip I want to give is to slow things down. Slow things down. And this might seem counterintuitive. Like some people might think that speeding things up might improve their the reps that they get in within their practice session. But studies have shown that when you slow things down and you put that extra mental energy, then your level of skill building will increase by like a ton. Like your skill will skyrocket. Like I'm not just talking about 2 to 3x, improvements. I'm talking like 10x the speed. So it might seem counterintuitive, but actually slowing things down will actually speed up your skill building. Funny how that works, right? So just a little few, so those are just a few tips. So put in that mental extra conscious effort into the practice sessions and slow things down. And if you do it this way, like 10 minutes of deliberate practice, I would say like far outweighs like an hour of just like mindless practice. So you're getting more done in a shorter amount of time when you do it this way. And so that your skills can pretty much skyrocket. All right, so that's all I had for this video. I hope you found this useful, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.